friends, welcome back to our channel. So in the previous session, we have executed many queries related to MySQL using Python application. So in that we have seen how to create a table, how to create a database, and how to insert the values into a table, and how can we change the existing data, and how can we delete the data, and how can we drop the table, right? So all these queries we have covered in the previous sessions, and in this session I'm going to discuss about how to import the data from Excel sheet to MySQL using Python. So we'll create one table in MySQL, and then we are supposed to insert a lot of records from Excel sheet to MySQL, right, using Python application. See, for that purpose I have taken some Excel sheet, so with student details. So here you can observe there are 4 fields I have taken, so roll number, name, percentage, and branch, and there are 20 records available here. So now I just want to insert all these 20 records into the table in database, right? So MySQL using Python application. First let us check what are the database available here, and what are the tables available. So show database will give the databases list. So here you can observe Sandeep, so we'll use a Sandeep database. So here we'll see what are the tables available here. So show tables. So there are no tables in Sandeep, so we'll create one table and name a student by using Python application with all these 4 fields. Now let us start. So in order to create a table, we know that we need to follow the 4 steps. That is, first of all we need to import the module, then establish the connection, creating the cursor object, and execute query. So first import mysql dot connector, create the connection. Connection is equal to mysql dot connector dot connect method. So here go with the host. Here the host name is localhost, and then the user will be the root, and the next one is a password. So my password I have given as a computer while installing the MySQL, so computer, and database. So in which database we are supposed to create the table, that is a Sandeep, right? I am giving this one, and then create the cursor object. Cursor is equal to, so connection dot cursor, so that here we need to execute the query by using execute method, right? So cursor dot execute, and the query should be in between double quotation. So create table name. So I am giving some student as a table, students. Okay, so in that, for the first parameter is a roll number, which is of integer, and I will give some primary key for that one because there must be no duplicates. And then the second one is a name, which is of a string, so we need to give the varchar of, we give the length 30, so the maximum length can be given for that name is the 30. And then the next one is a percentage, which is of a float because the percentage will be having a decimal points. And then last one is a branch, which is of again string, so I will give varchar of 10, right? So sorry, now I will go with this one. Just a second. Yeah, okay. Need to close the double quotations, and then connection dot close. We need to close the connection, right? After executing this one, we need to close the connection and execute this one. So it was executed. So now you can find in the command line client. So now again go with the show tables. So we got the table, that is student. So you can find select star from students, which give the student details, right? So empty set, that means there is a no students, I mean there is no records available in that students. So if you find the description for the students, the table students, we will get the four fields, that is the roll number, name, percentage, branch, and you can observe the integer, varchar, and the primary key, and all these things. Now, so how to insert the values? I just want to insert many values. So already we have seen in the previous session that if you want to insert a more number of values, that should be given as a list of tuples. each and every record should be sent as a tuple, right? Now we'll create the tuple, and for that purpose, here our data is available in Excel sheet, right? Now we need to insert these values into the tuple, right? So for that purpose, we will be having one more module called XLRD. So after importing the XLRD, now go for the location. So just give the location here. So what's the location here? For location of the file, we need to give the location of the file. So just right click on this one, go to the properties, we will get the location. So this is the location, C colon user Sandeep and desktop. So just copy that one, and I just copied here, and then you can have to give the file name .xlsx. So the extension is also very important, and if you are giving a path in our Python, so just go with a double slash. Okay, don't use a single slash, a double slash. We need to give the escape sequence, right? So sorry. So after giving the location, we are having some open function. We need to open the file, right? For that purpose, just go with the object is equal to file object is equal to open dot. Sorry. So the open workbook is a function, and that is available in XLRD, right? XLRD module dot open underscore workbook. This is a function, right? Here we need to give the location. And then we have to specify what is the index. So sheet is equal to a dot the file object dot sheet underscore by index, and here we know always the index will start from 0, and then we need to give the cell value from where it has been starting, right? So sheet dot cell value. So cell value always starts from 0 to 0 because index is 0, right? So here that implies this 0 0 means this row, 0 0 means this roll number, name, percentage, and branch. So this is the row, and now this row is the 1. Okay, this is the first row, second row, third row, fourth row, fifth row, like that there are 20 rows. Now we are supposed to retrieve all those rows by using a function called row values. Now let us check. So for I in range from 1 to 21, so that it will print all the records from 1 to 20. Okay, now print sheet dot, what is the function? Row underscore values of I. That gives the index value. So if you execute this one, so let us close the connection. So connection dot close. If you execute this one, you can get all the details. You can observe right here all the details in the form of tuple. So every row will be given in the form of a list. But we know, we have seen in the previous session, if you want to insert any record, we have to specify that complete record in a tuple. So how to convert this list into a tuple? By using tuple function. So I will give some tuple function here so that everything will be converted into tuple, right? See, I'm just converting this one into tuple. You can observe here, I have given these values each and every row into the tuple function so that complete row will be in the form of tuple. Now if you want to insert the tuple, what we have to do, if you want to insert more number of records, what we have to do, we have to specify multiple records in the form of list of tuples. So for that purpose, so you can just check with the insert query. So I will keep that insert query in the description section. You can follow the syntax for that. So I am giving some list is equal to some L is equal to list function that gives an empty list, and instead of printing this one, I will just append. So we can append the values to the list so that everything will be so everything will be appended to the L, so that if you print L, we'll get the list of tuples. So you can observe here, we'll get the list of tuples. Now you can execute the query. So what is the query for that one? So some q is equal to, give the query, insert into students. What is the first one? That is a roll number, comma. Second one is a name. The next one is a percentage, and the last one is a branch. So these are the fields we have created, and here, sorry, values, and give the format specifiers. Here we are having 4 fields, so 4 format specifiers, that is percentages. So irrespective to the data type, we need to give the percentages. Everything will be in the form of a string, right? And now we need to execute a query. So in order to execute the query, current dot cursor dot execute, and here we have to pass the query as well as the list of tuples. So in order to insert more number of records at a time, we need to use execute many query, and after insertion we need to commit the query, right? So if you are not committing this one, if you are not using this commit method, the data will not be inserted into the table. So now just execute this one. So a number appeared, that means the data is inserted. Now you can observe here, select star from students will give the data. Okay, so previously we are having the empty table, right? So you can observe select star from student means we are getting some empty set. And now after executing the program, if you select star from students, the complete data is inserted. That means all the records have been inserted, right? So you can observe here, I will show you the Excel sheet, right? So yeah, so you can observe the Excel sheet. See, so 501, 95 CSC, and the last one 520. So Satvik and 75.54 CSC. So you got everything. You got everything in this one. So this is not only restricted to this 20 records. If the sheet consists of hundreds and thousands records, you can execute the same thing. So here we need to change the index values. So how many rows it should be inserted, right? So that should be specified here. That many records from the Excel sheet will be inserted into this students table, right? So once again I'm repeating. So for this one we have to import this XLRD module, and first of all we need to take the location, and just you have to give the double slash for this location, and then just open the workbook, open workbook function, and you have to pass the location as a parameter, and a sheet by index, the index values from 0, and the cell value starts with the 0 0, so that now you can give the elements, I mean the index values, which records to be inserted into the students. And here we'll get each and every row by using a row values of this I, and then that should be in the form of tuple. Okay, because in the insert query we need to give the record in the form of tuple. So I have converted this tuple, I mean each record in a tuple, because it will be in a form of list, and I have converted into a tuple. And if you want to insert more number of records at a time, we have to pass that in the form of list of tuples. So that's why I have taken the empty list and I have appended each and every tuple, so that we'll get the complete tuples in a list. Now this is as usual, which we have seen in the previous sessions, the insert query, and L is having the list of tuples, so that we are just executing many. So if you are executing multiple records at a time, we have to go with the execute many. So first parameter is the query and the second parameter is the list. So the complete list of tuples will be appended to, I mean added, inserted to the table students. So you can observe here. So hope you understood this one. So I will stop here. If you are having any doubts regarding this insertion, feel free to post your doubts in the comment section. Definitely I will try to clarify all your doubts. And if you really understood my session, like my session, share my session with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. Thank you very much.